So let's talk about Lionel Messi, because yes, it is true. There is Premier League clubs that are looking to sign Messi as soon as possible. There's also clubs in Saudi Arabia that want to sign Messi. There's also clubs in the MLS that also want to sign Lionel Messi at the moment. Like right now, it is like the space that we're in right now. There are offers coming from other clubs that Messi is looking at. We know that Messi's main priority is to join FC Barcelona, but there is no answer, and Messi does want an answer. Messi wants to know within these next 12 days whether he's going to be joining Barcelona, yes or no. He does not want to wait until August to know whether he's going to be joining Barcelona, because he believes that having a great preseason with any team would ultimately come out with huge benefits during the season. That is why Messi wants to join his next club as soon as possible. And so right now, many are waiting. Many are waiting to see whether Barcelona can bring Messi in, yes or no. And let me tell you guys, I know that Barcelona have already done the correct measures to bring in Messi. They have done everything. They have reduced the salary bill. They have enough funds to invest in Messi. They have wrote down the plan, which is called the viability plan, and they have given it to La Liga. Now La Liga and the people that work in this department in the league, right, especially with Javier Tebas, they're looking at this plan and they're just assuming, they think that whatever Barcelona did and what they have proposed in that viability plan, it is not enough, because that was like the latest when it comes to what La Liga thinks of that plan that Barcelona had that did include Lionel Messi. They're saying it's not convincing. We don't know if this is going to be possible. We don't know if Barcelona should do this. Like what else do you think Barcelona should do, Javier Tebas? Like, I'm speaking to you. Like if Javier Tebas is looking at this, what else do you think Barcelona needs to do? Barcelona have done everything already, and I talked about this before in the previous video, guys. I just want to kind of refresh everybody's minds so you guys can just know and have some context on what Barcelona have done just to get into this financial spot to bring in Messi. Barcelona have let go of Griezmann, who was earning like 30 million euros a year. Gerard Piqué. They have let go of Jordi Alba. They have let go of Coutinho. They have let go of Lenglet, Umtiti. They have reduced the salary bill by so much. They sold certain assets. They have brought in new players and put them on very low salaries. But even with all of this, Javier Tebas still thinks that it's just not convincing enough. Like to him, everything is just not convincing. And especially with Barcelona. If this was Real Madrid, yeah, of course, let's approve this plan the next day. Let's get Real Madrid ready, right? That's basically what Javier Tebas would do if Real Madrid were in this situation and they had to give out a viability plan to La Liga. But with Barcelona, it's a whole different story. Javier's like, we're gonna be taking time. Let's take the next 2 weeks to analyze, because I'm not convinced. Should Messi even come? Like, Javier Tebas is not dumb. I know that he knows what he's doing, and he knows that if he continues to make Messi wait through this summer, knowing what the decision is going to be, he knows that eventually Messi is going to be looking somewhere else. Like, this is such a clear agenda coming from Javier Tebas. He's giving a huge disadvantage to FC Barcelona, and I felt like if it was just up to Barcelona on bringing Messi in, yes or no, and we exclude and we take away whatever La Liga have on Barcelona, right, their influence, Barcelona would have been signing Messi. We probably would have announced Messi signing maybe like 4 or 5 weeks ago. But no, that is not the story. The only thing that we're hearing is that Messi and his entourage are putting pressure on Barcelona to get this done as soon as possible. He's telling Barcelona to go tell La Liga to hurry up, accept the viability plan, and to sign the player. Because now I know that there are teams like Manchester City, Manchester United, probably maybe even Arsenal looking at Messi, and they want to bring him in. We have teams in Saudi Arabia saying we'll give Messi 360 million euros or like 250 million euros a season just to play for about 2 or 3 seasons. And then we have the MLS, where the MLS is saying we'll give Messi a decent salary of 25 million euros a year. We'll also give him a lot of benefits, like maybe start his own franchise and whatever, right? Everybody has their own different way of providing value towards a very important player. Now you may say, then what the heck does Barcelona even have to give? Like, if Saudi Arabia is going to give Messi all of this money, or if the MLS is going to give Messi the opportunity to open his own business or open his own franchise, what the heck is Barcelona going to do? Like, why would he even be attracted by going back to Barcelona if he's going to be offered so many other things from other clubs? Well, it's just because at Barcelona, you're going to be getting one thing that you can't get nowhere else. And what is that? That is the biggest trophy in the world. And to continue to dominate football at a very high level, which is what I believe Messi wants, and why I believe that Messi is still very much hungry to succeed in top European football. Just because he's 36 years old does not mean that he is done with football. You may think that Messi feels complete and that he does not feel as hungry as he used to be, because he won everything there is in football. He has the most goals, most assists. He has broken the records of the most goals in 1 year. He has the World Cup. He has all of La Ligas. He has won the league title with PSG. He has basically won everything. He has 7 to 8 Ballon d'Oros. He probably might win another one this year. You may assume that Messi is probably done, but no. Messi wants to go to Barcelona for one big reason, and that is to make Barcelona great again, and to make himself also great again by winning La Liga, by winning the Champions League, promote the good football to the world, which is what Manchester City are currently doing, right? We don't want a team like Real Madrid to win the Champions League, because now everybody's going to be thinking that this is the way to play, to just play defensively, maybe make 1 to 2 passes to counterattack and score a goal. We don't want to do that, right? The world doesn't want that. Messi wants to come back to Barcelona to serve one purpose, is to make Barcelona the benchmark on what football should be. And like I've said, bring glory back to Barcelona. He knows that if he were to join this team, Barcelona can do everything. But apparently that's not the reality right now. Apparently now we're just here sitting, just waiting for La Liga to just give one answer. And yes, we still have the backing of Xavi. Xavi did also speak to Sport a couple of hours ago, and he was talking about how important Messi would be at Barcelona. And this is what Xavi said. No doubt, Messi can help us. He can play in several positions. He can play in the false nine position. He can play as a extreme. He can also play as a interior and so on. He's almost becoming a midfielder, to be honest. Maybe he's a little less explosive, but we saw him in the World Cup. He still has many years ahead of him. Messi's return makes sense to me, no doubt. I've told President Laporta about it. Messi is still a decisive player. He's still hungry. He's a winner, a leader, also just very different. The way I want the team to play, no doubt, he'll bring us so much. And yes, I am currently speaking with Lionel Messi. And so you can just see that Xavi has already pre-planned what this Barcelona squad will look like with Messi. He believes that Messi can play as a false nine, like having Dembele on the right wing, or whoever's going to be on the left wing, like maybe, let's say, for example, Rafinha or Ansu Fati on the left, and then having Messi in the middle. Barcelona can do that. Xavi knows that Barcelona can do that. Messi can also play as a interior. Maybe we could see Messi start on the right wing, invert himself into the middle, and form a four-man midfield of Frankie, Kimmich, Messi, and Pedri, and then up top we have Lewandowski and Dembele. The moral of the story here is that Xavi wants to make it known that Messi is still here to succeed at Barcelona, and he would come back to Barcelona as a much different player due to age, but still become very effective. So a great and strong team is destined to be built here at Barcelona, having Kimmich, Frankie, Pedri in the midfield, feeding players like Lewandowski and Dembele to score those goals is just something that you can't even fathom. And yes, I'm a big believer that Messi will come here to destroy La Liga, to score as many goals as possible, as long as he has that mental toughness and that mental capacity to say, let's do this, let's do that, we need to obviously do this, we need to come out stronger. If he still has that type of mentality, like that warrior mentality, Messi can do anything. I can see Messi staying at Barcelona until he's 40 years old, and yes, participate in the 2026 World Cup. I'm a huge believer in this player. Now, here's another thing that I do want to say. If Messi does not end up coming to Barcelona for whatever reason, it could be for whatever reason, right? And Javier Tebas takes 4 or 5 weeks to give a response, and Messi and his family decide to go somewhere else because La Liga and Barcelona were taking too long, I'm not going to really be sad or frustrated. Like, yes, I'll be probably frustrated for like a few minutes or a few hours, specifically to Javier Tebas, but in the end, like when we start next season without Messi, I would not be so concerned because I'm a huge believer in this squad. I know what they can do without Messi. We already won La Liga without Messi, and I think that we're only going to get stronger even if Messi is not here. I still think that our front three of Dembele, Lewandowski, and Rafinha can do a lot, especially when you add players like maybe Gundogan or Kimmich and Vitor. Barcelona can go very far. I would not be so concerned as long as this Barcelona team continues to act as a true unit. I will not be concerned about any individual player. And so that is going to be the latest regarding Messi. Those are going to be my last minute thoughts about what just surfaced about Messi. And so let's see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.